Let's do one more word with Deb Matthews, who is the Minister of Health for Long-Term Care in the province of Ontario and a very early supporter of Kathleen Wynne's. And that's where I want to start. At the convention at Maple Leaf Gardens, when Kathleen Wynne and Sandra Pupatella were up on the stage and they read out the final ballot results, and Wynne won. Where were you at that moment?
I was over in her section and watching history happen.
Did you know she had it?
I was pretty sure she had it. It would have been tough after Charles and Gerard came over to us. It would have been hard not to have won, but you never know. You never know.
Do you remember your first conversation with her post-victory?
Well, we were all there together, right? So was lots of hugs and lots of celebration, and I don't remember our first, what I would call a conversation. We've had lots since then.
But I guess you were one of many caucus members who got pulled up on stage afterwards?
Yes, which was fantastic. I thought that was a great moment. We were afraid the stage was going to fall down, but
it looked like it was going to.
Yes, but it was great. I think it symbolized the coming together of caucus and the party after a leadership convention. That was one of the most positive, in fact, the most positive leadership campaign I've ever seen.
I know you were a backer of hers from early on, but were there moments during that leadership campaign where you thought, this might not happen?
Oh yeah, I mean it was a real contest. Obviously Sandra and Kathleen pretty early on became front runners, and after the delegate selection meetings where we knew where the delegates were coming from, we felt good, but we did not. It was a race right up to the last. That last floor crossing.
You're from London, and obviously one of the things we've heard two things about Kathleen Wynne throughout the course of the campaign. She's true Toronto, and she's a lesbian, and she handled those issues at the convention in her speech directly on. Were you hearing whispers about those two things during the course of the campaign?
So there was this, can't be someone from Toronto. There were people who were pushing those ideas. I don't think they resonate, though, and I think Kathleen, the minute she was declared the winner of the leadership race, I think those issues are going to just evaporate. There are much more important things to be talking about, and Kathleen has already demonstrated her style. She reaches out, she brings people in, she's a straight shooter, she'll tell you the straight goods, and I'm just overjoyed. I was up in Thunder Bay earlier this week, and someone came up to me and said, I've never been a political party member before, but now I'm going to join the Liberal Party because I'm so inspired by Kathleen Wynne. And I'm hearing from teachers that they're feeling we can work together. And there's a wonderful new spirit in this province. It's a very positive energy. We'll see how long it lasts. But Kathleen is bringing everything right to this.
The scuttlebutt out there is that the deal for your supporting her early on was that you get to keep being Minister of Health if she wins. True?
No.
Not true?
No. I made the decision to support Kathleen without any deals. That's not my style. It's not her style. I just thought she was the best person for the job. So my support for her was completely because I wanted her to be my leader. She
is going to swear in a new government, a new cabinet on February 11th. And I wonder if you've had any conversations with her yet about what your role will be in that cabinet.
So we've had conversations, and I've told her that I love my job in health. I do love my job in health, but I want whatever position that will serve our cabinet, our government, and most importantly, the province the best. So I want her to have maximum flexibility as she puts together her cabinet. Love to stay where I am, be more than happy to take on any other challenge.
Has she talked to you about being Deputy Premier?
We've had lots of conversations. I'm going to let her put her cabinet together, and I know that she'll take that very, very seriously. She'll take that the responsibility of putting together the right cabinet very seriously, and I just wish her the very best in finding that right balance.
Has she talked to you about being deputy premier?
We've had lots of conversations. I just want her to put the best cabinet together.
Should I ask it a third time?
I will serve in whatever way she wants me to serve, in or out of cabinet.
There was, just back to the convention for a second, there was a lot of speculation after the first ballot when Eric Hoskins, who came last, had to drop off about where he was going to go. Mm-hmm. And we know, maybe there wasn't a deal that he was going to go to Sandra Pupatello. There's been considerable discussion since then that you were very influential in something you said to him about getting him not to go to Sandra Pupatello, but instead to come to Kathleen Wynne. What'd you say?
I reminded him of a conversation that we'd had a little while ago where I told him that what's worked for me in my political career is follow your heart. Just follow your heart. There are all going to be lots of competing pressures and strategic decisions, but I think the best advice is follow your heart. Go where you will feel the best. And all I said to him was, we can win this, Eric. Don't worry about that, and follow your heart.
And you think he did in the end?
I think he did.
The heart was with Wynne?
Yes.
The head, therefore, might have been with Pupatello.
You'd have to ask him. But I said, follow your heart.
I heard you said a little more than that. I mean, I'm sure you said follow your heart, but I heard there was something also like, you saw that speech. How can you not go to her after that speech?
I may have said that too. She had a fantastic speech. Eric had a fantastic speech. I thought that, again, it was the theme, follow your heart, right? He just gave a beautiful, passionate speech about social justice issues. That's been Kathleen's theme as well. They belong together. Last question.
Does it mean anything special to you to have a woman in the Premier's office?
It sure does. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. We are at Queen's Park every day, see all the portraits of all the past premiers, all men. It's historic to have a female in that chair, and she will be fantastic.
Support Ontario's public television. Donate at tvo.org.